My boyfriend brought his female bro to the lake house party. She was curled up in his arms, both of their clothes soaked through. He didn't even notice me shivering alone in the corner of the pool. Then my guy best friend rushed over and lifted me into his arms. Olivia, if I were your boyfriend, I'd never leave you out here like this, not for anything. I buried my face in his wet, broad chest and sobbed. Liam's face turned bright green with rage. Olivia, get down. By the time I arrived at the villa, everyone was already there. But Liam was sitting right next to Scarlett, his female bro and childhood next-door neighbor. I'd met her once before, when I went to meet Liam's parents. She'd rummaged through his bag without a single ounce of shame, pulled out his bank card, and yelled at him across the room, "Idiot. Why'd you hide it so deep? Took me forever to find. Lend me $1,000. I'll pay you back in a few days." Scarlett had grinned and run off before I could say a word. When I asked Liam about her, he told me she was his sister. I believed him, thinking they just had an unusually close sibling bond. It wasn't until last night that I found out the truth. She was just his neighbor, his so-called female bro. I'd come to the party to confront him about it, but he'd brought her along anyway. I sat down next to Liam, my face like thunder. My phone pinged. Liam glanced at me apologetically and nodded at his screen. I opened the message. "Sorry, Scarlett begged me to let her come. She wouldn't take no for an answer." "Fine, then you're paying double for her spot." "Yes ma'am, transfer. 5,000. I accepted the transfer, but Scarlett suddenly shrieked, "Who are you sending money to? I want some too." She shook Liam's arm violently. "You said you'd marry me when we were kids. Since you didn't, the least you can do is give me some bride price as compensation, right?" Liam looked at me awkwardly. I shook my head, but he caved almost immediately, letting Scarlett shake him until he transferred her $6,000. I slammed my phone down on the table and stormed outside. I was lighting a cigarette when Liam appeared, grinning sheepishly. "Olivia, don't be mad. Look, I'm the one losing money here. I spent 11 grand today just to keep the peace between you two." He made a dramatic face of pain. I blew a cloud of smoke right in his face. "So you think you're the victim here?" He seemed to catch himself. No, it's my fault. But she's already here, right?" It'd be rude to kick her out now. She's always been clingy, ever since we were kids, and she's just joking around, nothing serious. Don't overthink it. I felt a wave of utter boredom wash over me. "So if I did the exact same thing with another guy, you'd be okay with that?" Liam's eyes flickered. "Of course. There's nothing between me and her. Even if you hung out with a guy like that, I wouldn't say a word." "I get it. Go back inside." As soon as his back was turned, I pulled out my phone and called Uncle William. "Uncle William, find me a guy. The more flamboyant and over the top, the better." When I walked back in, Scarlett was leaning against Liam's side. She saw me strutting in my heels and smirked, nuzzling closer to him. "Liam, what were you saying just now?" "I didn't catch it, Liam." His back still to me. Said softly, "Just stay here, okay? If they kick you out, I'll leave with you." Scarlett giggled sweetly. "I knew you loved me most. Thanks for the extra 10 grand you just sent me to make it up to me, by the way." She said it loud enough for the whole room to hear. Staring right at me the entire time, Liam jumped when I dropped heavily into the chair next to him. "Olivia, you didn't hear that, did you?" I shook my head irritably and lit another cigarette. Liam's friends started chiming in, trying to smooth things over. "Olivia's always so reasonable. She'd never mind something like this." "Yeah, and her family's loaded anyway. A little money like that's nothing to her. She's the one paying for this whole party, after all." Their voices overlapped, praising me to the skies, but I watched Scarlett's lips curl into a pout. She leaned in and whispered something in Liam's ear. My irritation spiked. Where the hell was the guy Uncle William was supposed to send? Scarlett's whisper got louder and louder. "Liam, I thought you planned this whole party. Why are they giving all the credit to your girlfriend?" It's fine. I'm a guy. I don't care about that stuff. Let them think what they want. I'm the only one who sees how hard you have it. You know, your girlfriend's been giving you the cold shoulder all night. If I were you, I'd have broken up with her already. Let me test her a little more. Okay? Buy me dinner after this 7-day party ends, yeah? Scarlett, don't. She already blew up at me once today. I can't handle another fight. Ugh. I told you your girlfriend's such a petty bitch. As the future sister-in-law, she should at least buy me dinner. But no. She gives me this death stare just because I asked you for a little money. I cleared my throat loudly. They both froze. I looked at them. Deadpan. What's so funny? Share with the class. Liam laughed awkwardly. Nothing. Olivia, just talking about old times, stuff you wouldn't get. I twitched the corner of my mouth. You two sure have a lot of little secrets. Anyone would think you're the couple, not us. Liam panicked, sliding his chair right up against mine. No way. You're my girl, Olivia. Scarlett's just one of the guys, basically a brother to me. You're the most beautiful woman in the world to me. I turned away in disgust, pushing my chair further from him. Don't, if you like hanging out with your brother so much. Go hang out with him. I invited my best friend too. He'll be here soon. We can all just hang out separately. Scarlett frowned and tugged at Liam's sleeve, mouthing, "See, I told you she was petty." Liam shook her off. "Don't be silly. I'd much rather hang out with you." I shook my head and stared at my phone. No, really. Go play with your brother. You two get along so well. I won't intrude. Liam studied my face carefully, and when he saw no sign of anger, he sighed in relief. I knew I was overreacting. You're such a good girlfriend, Olivia. He slid his chair right back to Scarlett and went back to laughing and joking with his friends. I stared at the front door, waiting. After what felt like an eternity, a man walked in, taller than Liam, better looking than Liam, dressed way better than Liam. This had to be the guy Uncle William sent. I ran over and grabbed his arm. I've been waiting forever. I'm Olivia. What's your name? The man blinked in surprise. Alexander? But everyone calls me Alex. Is something wrong? I hurried on. Wrong? Didn't Uncle William tell you what this is about? I took one look at his confused face and realized he had no idea. I sighed and pinched the bridge of my nose. Fine, I'll explain. Starting now, you're my guy best friend. My boyfriend over there has this manipulative female bro who won't leave him alone. Your job is to do exactly what she does. Make him as jealous and miserable as humanly possible. Alex's lips curled into a smirk. This sounds fun. Fun or not, let's go now. I dragged him inside before he could protest. The room went quiet as our shadows fell over the crowd. Liam's friends exchanged glances, looking at him for confirmation. Liam stood up. Olivia, who is this? I smiled sweetly and laced my fingers through Alex's. This is my best friend Alex. I told you he was coming. Since you already added one extra person, I'm sure you don't mind adding another, right? Liam's face twisted. Scarlett stood up, grinning maliciously. Of course we don't. We don't believe in gender differences here. Men can be best friends. Women can be bros. I nodded. Exactly. We should respect everyone's second gender. Who says men and women can't be just friends? Right, Liam? Liam forced a smile and nodded. Yeah, exactly. Alex sat down next to me. I elbowed him gently and whispered, "Showtime, bestie?" Scarlett struck first. "So Olivia, how long have you known this best friend of yours?" "I've never seen him before. Did you just find him behind Liam's back?" She laughed loudly and punched Liam in the shoulder. "Liam, you better watch out. Your girlfriend's got all these guys around her. You might end up getting cuckolded." Liam laughed it off, but he slid his chair a little closer to me. Before I could say a word, Alex leaned his head on my shoulder. "Olivia, is this how your boyfriend treats you? Bringing another woman to your party? Even if she does smell like a gym locker, it still hurts to see you being ignored like this. It must be so hard, being neglected like this, especially when there is a clingy leech stuck to your boyfriend that you just can't get rid of." Liam scrambled to explain. "Olivia, You know you're the only one for me, Scarlett scowled. What's your problem? Liam and I are bros. We hang out all the time. You're hanging out with your best friend too, aren't you? I nodded. Exactly. You two do your thing, we'll do ours, Ethan. One of Liam's friends jumped in to defuse the tension. All right. Let's stop fighting and start the first activity. It'll help everyone loosen up. The first activity was pool volleyball. Everyone headed upstairs to change. I was in the women's locker room when I heard voices from the men's side. Haha. Why are you hiding your abs? Don't be shy. Anyone would think you're a blushing bride. It was Scarlett. I pushed the door open and saw her chasing Liam around the room, trying to grab his shirt. Liam was holding his shirt closed, backing away. Stop it. Scarlett. Olivia's gonna come out any minute and she'll be mad. Before I could react, a warm hand wrapped around mine. I looked up and felt my face burn bright red. Alex placed my hand flat on his 8-pack abs and smirked. Whatever they do, we do better. That's the plan, right? He moved my hand up and down slowly. My face was on fire. He was really good at this. Then Liam looked over and roared, Olivia, what the hell are you doing? He stormed over and grabbed my wrist, yanking me away from Alex. Come with me. Now, we stood facing each other on the second floor balcony. I lit a cigarette, impatient. You hang out with your female bro. I hang out with my guy best friend. What's the problem? Liam suddenly grabbed my hand, his voice softening. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been so close to her. Tell him to leave, okay? I know you just hired him to make me jealous. You don't even know him. I pulled my hand away. You tell Scarlett to leave, and I'll tell him to leave. Liam dropped his hand and said nothing. I walked past him. Think about it. When I got downstairs, Alex was waiting for me. He grinned. Your boyfriend's got some interesting boundaries, huh? Yeah. So you know what to do now? Relax. I'm a professional at pissing people off. Liam came downstairs a minute later. Scarlett was already playing with his friends. I sat next to Alex. The room went dead silent. Ethan cleared his throat nervously. Let's play some volleyball, yeah? Everyone lined up. The teams were awkwardly split. Me and Alex on one side, Liam and Scarlett on the other. We'd barely played 2 rounds when Scarlett accidentally fell into the pool. She dragged Liam down with her. She rolled right into his arms, her face looking like a perfect water lily. The commotion was so loud that no one noticed Scarlett had tripped me, sending me falling into the pool too. I was huddled in the corner, my knee throbbing. Liam's friends all swarmed around Scarlett. Scarlett, are you okay? Liam, pick her up. Get her out of the water. I was shivering when a pair of strong arms lifted me out. You okay? Alex held me close, and that's when I noticed. He had an incredible body. His wet shirt clung to his broad, muscular chest. I told myself to let go, but my hands automatically wrapped around him. Ugh. I hit my head. It hurt so bad. Alex's voice was low and warm. Let me kiss it better. Then the silence hit us. We looked up. Liam was holding Scarlett, his eyes dark with rage as he stared at us. Alex's tone shifted, loud enough for everyone to hear. Olivia, if I were your boyfriend, I'd never leave you out here shivering alone. Who could be so blind that they don't notice the woman they love is hurt? Liam's voice was dangerously low. Olivia, get down. I ignored him, burying my face in Alex's chest and pretending to be asleep. I felt his chest vibrate as he spoke. Mr. Liam, if you can't take care of your own girlfriend, then I will. Liam let go of Scarlett and stormed over. I don't need your help. I can take care of my own girlfriend. He reached out to yank me away, but I suddenly opened my eyes. Put me down. Alex, I can walk. Liam stared at me, horrified. You were awake this whole time. Why did you let him hold you? I stepped away from Alex, scoffing. You were wide awake when you were holding your female bro. Why can't I let my best friend hold me? We didn't do anything. We're just really close friends. Don't be so petty. It's just a friend. It's not a big deal. I grabbed Alex's hand and waved it in Liam's face. This is just normal friend behavior. Alex slung an arm around my shoulders. Yeah, bro. Why are you being so mean? Is Olivia not allowed to have male friends now? Are you jealous? Liam's face turned purple with anger. You too, but I was just doing exactly what he'd done. If he yelled at me now, he'd be yelling at himself. Scarlett walked over and tugged at his sleeve. Liam, stop fighting. I'm dizzy. Can you take me to a room and help me lie down? I coughed. If you're sick, you should call a doctor. Someone else's boyfriend can cure dizziness. You know. Liam turned to me, his voice sharp. Olivia, she's hurt. This isn't the time to be acting out. It was the first time he'd ever spoken to me like that. I froze. Then Alex pulled me close. Come on, Olivia. You look like you're about to pass out. Let's go to a room too. I talked as loud as I possibly could as we walked away. Alex, any girl would be lucky to have you as a boyfriend. You're so much nicer to me than my own boyfriend. Alex stopped and looked at me, his voice soft. Stop pretending. You're breaking down. I deflated, staring at the floor. You can tell? And we just met. He nodded. You're not very good at hiding your feelings. It's obvious. I laughed bitterly. Then everyone else can tell too, right? I'm always the one who gets left behind. Always the second choice. He didn't say anything for a minute. Why would you say that? You're amazing. You're not the kind of person who gets left behind. Maybe I'm too much. My parents were never around when I was little, so I got scared of people leaving. I'd cling too tight, push too hard, and now everyone's gone. You haven't lost everyone. You've still got your best friend, remember? I looked up at him. Then the door to the next room opened. We heard Scarlett's voice, bright and cheerful. Thanks for the massage, Liam. I feel so much better now. No problem. Just take it easy, okay? Don't push yourself. Scarlett giggled. You're always so sweet to me. I opened our door. Liam's face went pale when he saw me. Olivia, I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier. He seemed to have come to his senses, his anger gone. But you need to stop acting like a child. We're adults. We can control ourselves. You hovering over us is just making things awkward for everyone. I raised my voice. I'm making things awkward? Am I the third wheel here? Is that what you're saying? Why do you to act like I'm the one who's in the wrong? Liam's face turned even redder. Scarlett stepped in front of him. Liam and I have been friends for 15 years. I'm not just gonna abandon him because he got a girlfriend. Liam didn't even mind you hanging out with that guy. Why are you being so unreasonable? I didn't even look at her. Shut up. I'm talking to Liam. Liam, it's her or me. Choose. Liam froze. He said nothing. Scarlett piped up. Liam, are you really gonna put up with this? She can't even stand your best friend. Why are you still with her? I laughed coldly. Alex stepped up beside me. Olivia, don't put up with this. He's not worth it. If I were your boyfriend, I'd never make you choose between me and anyone else. I'd never make you sad. Not even for a day. Best friends look out for each other. And this guy's not looking out for you. Instead of wasting your money and your time on him, come with me. I'll take you traveling. We'll live it up. See the world. I looked at Liam. We're done. Break up. Panic flashed across Liam's face. Olivia, no. I don't want to break up. Please, give me another chance. He started walking towards me. Scarlett frowned behind him. Why are you begging her? But I shook my head. No. It's obvious your bros are more important to you than I am. We're not compatible. He stopped right in front of me. I care about my friends, but I care about you more. My life would be meaningless without you. Alex pulled me behind him. Don't listen to him. I'm a man. I know how men think. Guys like him, who want to have their cake and eat it too. They never change. Not even 1,000 times. Liam's face turned ugly. What are you talking about? There's nothing between me and Scarlett. I'm not cheating on her. Olivia, this guy's just here to break us up. I pointed at Scarlett. And what about her? Do you think she's not trying to break us up? Liam fell silent. She's different. Scarlett smiled triumphantly, staring at me challengingly. Yeah, I'm different, I whispered. Different. Right. You're absolutely right. She is different, Liam. We're done. For good this time. Transfer me the money for this party. I'm not gonna be your sucker anymore. Liam clenched his fists and nodded. How much? I'll send it to you. $10,000. You have a month to pay me back. Scarlett shrieked. 10,000. Are you asking for an arm and a leg? It's just a stupid party. I smiled. Well, you've never been to a nice party before, so I guess you wouldn't understand. Liam pulled her back. Shut up. Scarlett, I'll pay it. Scarlett yanked her arm away. Why should you pay her? She offered to pay for it. No one made her. Liam's face turned even more embarrassed. I raised an eyebrow. You might want to get your story straight first. He did the planning, yeah, but he asked me to pay for everything upfront and said he'd pay me back later. Scarlett's face fell. Oh, so that's how it is. Alex and I slipped away while they were arguing. I got in my car and patted the passenger seat. Where to? I'll drive you. Alex sat down. Can I come over to your place? I took off my sunglasses and stared at him. Are you hitting on me? He leaned in close, his breath tickling my neck. No, I'm just being your loyal best friend. I laughed. Fine. Let's go to a bar first. I need a drink. I drove like a bat out of hell to the nearest bar. I ordered a tequila shot and took a sip. One sip was all it took for me to start feeling drunk. Why do people change? We were so happy once. Alex leaned in. Olivia, you're drunk. No, I'm not. I pulled a bracelet out of my pocket. He gave this to me, but he forgot all about it. He chose her instead. I gave him so many chances, but he never loved me. Did he? I stared at the bracelet, tears streaming down my face. I didn't notice Alex's face go pale when he saw it. Then we heard voices from across the bar. Liam, stop drinking. I told you she wasn't good for you. If I hadn't canceled the villa booking for you, you'd still be stuck paying her back right now. It was Scarlett. Her voice cut through the noise like a knife. No, I need to drink. Being betrayed hurts so bad. If it wasn't for that guy, Olivia would never have left me. Scarlett pulled him to his feet. Stop being so dramatic. She doesn't love you. If I hadn't told you what was going on, you'd still be in the dark. Now sober up and buy me dinner. She helped him stand up and then she saw me. Well, fancy seeing you here, with this guy again. I ignored her smirk. Yeah, well, congratulations. You finally got what you wanted. After running around after him for so long. Her face turned red. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean. She dragged Liam towards the elevators. Not the exit, the elevators, the ones that went up to the hotel rooms. I pulled out my phone and called Uncle William. Pull all funding from Liam's startup project, immediately. Uncle William confirmed the order. Alex took a sip of his drink. Good for you. You finally woke up. I laughed bitterly. Yeah, it's about time. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, Maybe it's time to find someone new, to help you forget. Where am I gonna find someone new? Hire a male escort? That seems weird. Alex smiled mysteriously. Look no further. He wiggled his eyebrows at me. It took me a minute to get it. Oh, right. Okay then. I'll pay you $10,000 a month to be my boyfriend. Alex spit his drink out all over the bar. Pay me? I blinked. Yeah. He was doing this for money, right? He needed the cash, but the look on his face. Oh no. I hurt his pride. I backtracked quickly. I mean, it's a contract relationship, just like before, okay? He hesitated. Well, maybe. 20,000 a month? 30,000. That's my final offer. I put my finger on his lips to shut him up. He stared at me, wide-eyed. All that suave confidence gone. I burst out laughing. Come on, it's for a good cause. He finally sighed and smiled. Okay, deal. We drank all night. When I woke up, I was on the couch in the bar's back room. My phone pinged. Then Liam burst through the door, his eyes red and puffy. Olivia. I rubbed my throbbing forehead. What? Why did you pull all the funding? I scoffed. I decided not to invest anymore, that's all, but you said you'd always support me. I stood up. My love is easy to give, but it's even easier to take back. If you make me unhappy, I take everything back, every last thing. Liam just stood there, staring at me. Scarlett ran in after him. Liam, why did you run off so fast? Liam didn't even look at her. He just stared at me. Olivia, what do I have to do to make you stop this tantrum? I stared at him, incredulous. I know you're just doing this because you're mad about Scarlett. You're throwing a fit and taking it out on our project. I lit another cigarette, impatient. I told you when you first started this project that it would never make any money. Now that we're broken up, I have no reason to throw good money after bad. Why would I keep investing in a losing project? Do I look like a sucker to you? Liam still didn't get it. You're doing this to get back at me, aren't you? Fine. You win. I'm begging you to take me back. Are you happy now? A large hand pushed his away. Stay away from my girlfriend. She has no obligation to support you. Alex stepped in front of me, shielding me from Liam. Mr. Liam? Liam's eyes darted between me and Alex. He swayed on his feet. You two. You're actually together. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. I wrapped my arms around Alex's waist. Yeah, we are. And honestly, thank you. If it wasn't for you, I never would have realized how good he is. Liam's eyes filled with tears. What's so good about him? He's just some actor you hired to make me jealous. You're just pretending to be together to hurt me. I rested my head on Alex's chest. Actor? Please, we've been together this whole time. We're just really good friends. Liam's face twisted with rage and grief. Then a huge man burst through the door and threw a pitcher of iced tea right in Liam's face. You, how dare you hurt my best friend? He was about 5'7" and almost as wide as he was tall, with a round face and a bushy beard, but he was holding his hands like a delicate flower, his voice high and indignant. Hey I won't let you get away with this. Everyone in the bar froze. Who the hell are you? Liam yelled, wiping tea off his face. The round man pointed at me. I'm her best friend, and I won't let you bully her anymore. Liam looked at me, confused. Olivia? Who is this guy? I stared, equally confused. I have no idea. Only Alex was smiling, looking utterly pleased with himself. The round man ran over and grabbed my hand. My sweet Olivia, I'm here to destroy all the manipulative bitches who hurt you. He turned to Scarlett, pointing an accusing finger. You're the one who stole my best friend's boyfriend. I'm gonna rip your hair out. He charged at her, screaming, and grabbed her hair. How dare you hurt my Olivia? They started fighting, rolling around on the floor. Liam tried to pull them apart. Alex and I exchanged a look. We snuck out the back door while they were distracted. My phone rang as soon as we got outside. It was Uncle William. Hey, kiddo, how do you like the guy I sent you? I looked at Alex, blushing. He's great. Perfect. Actually, Uncle William cackled proudly. I told you. I searched the whole city for the most over-the-top guy I could find. A real one of a kind. 200 pounds of pure chaos, and he'll beat up anyone who messes with you. I'm the best uncle ever, right? I froze. Wait, 200 pounds? Uncle William, what are you talking about? Alex was lean and muscular, broad-shouldered and narrow-waisted. He was definitely not 200 pounds, yeah. The round guy with the beard. You said you wanted someone flamboyant, and that guy's not shy at all. I almost choked. I let go of Alex's hand. If that round guy was the one Uncle William sent, then who was I holding hands with? Uncle William, I have to go. Talk to you later. I hung up. Alex looked at me, amused. So you like flamboyant guys? I groaned. No, I don't. Then you like the quiet, mysterious type? Shut up. That's not important. The important thing is, you're not the guy I was supposed to meet. Who are you really? He stopped walking and looked at me seriously. I'm exactly the guy you were supposed to meet. The look in his eyes told me we weren't talking about the same thing. We sat down on a bench in the nearby park. I shivered. So you just went along with it? You let me think you were the guy Uncle William sent? Not exactly. I just didn't correct you. I've never been someone's guy best friend before. It was an interesting experience. I punched him in the arm. You tricked me, Alexander. You set me up. He pulled me into his arms. Do you want to know why I knew you were the one I was looking for? I nodded, my heart beating fast. He took my hand and held it up. I recognized this bracelet. I gave it to you. The matching one I had was stolen, and I never thought I'd see you again. I stared at him, my mouth hanging open. So, I've been dating the wrong guy this whole time? He smiled. Yeah, but I found you now, and I'm never letting you go again. I laced my fingers through his. Looks like our contract relationship just got real. He squeezed my hand. I'm never letting you go again. Alex and I traveled the world for the next year. When we came back, I was shocked to hear that Liam's family business had collapsed, but not really surprised. It had been on its last legs for years. Liam had begged me for help, but I'd ignored him. Or maybe the help was never really his to begin with. We were having dinner in a private room at a fancy restaurant when Liam burst in. Olivia, I've been looking for you for a year. I wiped my mouth slowly with a napkin. He looked terrible. He'd grown a beard. And he looked 10 years older. I guess even grass dies when the sun stops shining on it. Scarlett followed him in. Liam? Stop. Just come home with me. We can be happy together. I looked at them coldly. What do you want, Liam? He stared at me, broken. Olivia, please, give me one more chance. I'll love you properly this time, I swear. Scarlett grabbed his arm. Liam, don't. But he shook her off violently. He knew the score. Compared to me, Scarlett had nothing to offer him. Men were always very clear about that. No, I'm with my best friend now. I guess men and women really can be just friends. We just accidentally ended up in bed together. I held up my left hand, showing off my huge statement diamond ring. I'm getting married. Wish me luck. Alex came back from paying the bill and slipped his arm around my waist. Come on, baby. Let's go home. I walked out with him, not looking back at Liam even once. Our lives would be parallel lines from now on, never crossing again.